Hey there, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into something really personal to me. It's such a fascinating topic. Throughout fraternal history, there have been these incredible moments that totally changed the game, you know? They marked the start of new eras and opened the doors for all deserving individuals to join in and embrace those cherished values. It's pretty inspiring, right? The story of Queen Esther Chapter No. 1 is truly a landmark tale in the history of Freemasonry. Established in Washington, D.C. in 1874, this chapter wasn't just another organization. It was like the spark that ignited the adoptive right for women of color. Can you imagine how groundbreaking that was? It created a space where women could embrace the values of community and support, deeply rooted in the rich traditions of Prince Hall Freemasonry. It's amazing how this chapter paved the way for so many to follow, right? This isn't just a fraternal body for women. It's a place where both women and men come together, creating a real family vibe within the craft. The founding of this chapter was so much more than just paperwork. It was the realization of a powerful dream, fueled by hard work and the unwavering belief that the light of the Eastern Star should shine brightly for everyone, no matter who they are. Isn't that inspiring? The historical seeds of Queen Esther, Chapter No. 1, were planted and nourished by the vision and determination of several key figures. The formal establishment of the chapter took place on a memorable day, December 1st, 1874, within the welcoming home of Mrs. Georgiana Thomas, located at 708 O Street Northwest in Washington, D.C. This residence would become the hallowed ground where a new legacy for women of color in fraternalism would begin. The principal architect of this movement was Brother Thornton Andrew Jackson, a distinguished 33rd Mason who was deeply committed to the idea that the female relatives of Master Masons deserved a fraternal home of their own. Fueled by a conviction that paralleled the original vision of the Order's founder, Robert Morris, Jackson was granted the authority to establish Eastern Star chapters specifically for women of color, thereby extending the bonds of fellowship and shared values. The birth of the Order of the Eastern Star, Prince Hall affiliated, was a process that required navigating a landscape of both support and significant opposition. In 1874, the question of whether to grant permission for the establishment of the adoptive right for women of color fell to Grand Master William H. Myers of the Union Grand Lodge, jurisdiction of the District of Columbia. He found himself in a delicate and challenging position, facing resistance from those who were hesitant to sanction such a progressive step. Despite the opposition, the voices of progress and inclusivity ultimately prevailed. Grand Master Myers made the historic decision to grant permission to Sir Thornton A. Jackson and his dedicated colleagues, empowering them to institute the very first chapter of the Adoptive Right Order of the Eastern Star among women of color in the United States. This decision was a monumental victory for equality within the Masonic family. The authority for this undertaking was formally bestowed upon Sir Thornton Andrew Jackson on August 10, 1874. On this day, he received the several degrees of the right of adoption of the Order of the Eastern Star directly from Brother C.B. Case, who acted as the deputy and agent of the illustrious Robert McCoy, 33 de Gram, the supreme patron of the right of adoption of the world. More than just an initiation, this event was a transfer of legitimacy and power. Brother Case provided Sir Jackson with a formal letter of authority, a crucial document that officially sanctioned him to establish chapters and spread the teachings of the order among qualified women of color. This direct lineage from the leadership of the existing order provided an undeniable foundation for the work that was to come, ensuring that the new chapters would be built upon the established principles and rituals of the Eastern Star. With this authority firmly in hand, Grand Master William H. Myers and Sir Thornton Andrew Jackson collaborated to bring the vision to life. Their partnership was absolutely key in kicking off the first Eastern Star chapter for women of color in the entire nation. It's so inspiring to think about Mrs. Georgiana Thomas, a remarkable woman who dreamed of having an Eastern Star chapter thrive right in her own community. When Sir Thornton A. Jackson reached out to her with this exciting plan, she was over the moon. Imagine the joy she felt. She didn't hesitate for a second and offered her home as the meeting spot, turning her living room into the very first temple for what would eventually become Queen Esther, Chapter No. 1. Her willingness to step up and support this initiative really showed just how much women of color wanted to be part of a sisterhood that stood for charity, truth, and loving kindness. It was a powerful moment that paved the way for so many others to join in and make a difference. Thus, on the evening of Wednesday, December 1st, 1874, the dream became a tangible reality. The home of Mrs. Georgiana Thomas was filled with the spirit of a new beginning as Queen Esther, Chapter No. 1, Order of the Eastern Star, Prince Hall affiliated, was officially instituted. This event occurred a full 90 years after the founding of the first Black Lodge of Free and Accepted Masons, African Lodge No. 459, under the leadership of Prince Hall. It marked the formal commencement of the adoptive rite among women of color, a significant milestone that expanded the Masonic family. The chapter's first leadership was composed of Sister Martha Welch, who served as the first Worthy Matron, and Sir Thornton A. Jackson, who took his place as the first Worthy Patron. To further solidify the connection between the new chapter and the Masonic craft, Grand Master William H. Myers and Deputy Grand Master William A. Taliaferro of the Union Grand Lodge were invited to receive the degrees of the adoptive rite. They both accepted the honor, their initiation forging an unbreakable link and strengthening the ties that bind the entire Masonic family together. Following his own initiation into the adoptive rite, Grand Master Myers delivered a powerful and moving address to the charter members of Queen Esther, Chapter No. 1. His words were not just a formality, but a profound blessing and a charge for the future, exclaiming them to greatness. He proclaimed, "May the dove of peace hover over you. May the all-seeing eye, whom the sun, moon, and stars obey, ever watch over you. May you keep and protect you in your every effort to promote interests in the general good of this chapter." Isn't that just beautiful? This heartfelt blessing really struck a chord, inspiring the sisters to aim high and stay dedicated. It set a shining example for everyone in the newly formed chapter, and honestly, it's a legacy that will resonate through all the generations to come. Just imagine the impact they can have. The Order of the Eastern Star is rich with symbolism, drawing its moral and philosophical teachings from the lives of heroic biblical figures. This symbolism is centered around a five-pointed star, an emblem recognized and revered by its members. Each point of the star represents a specific heroine from the scriptures, embodying a particular virtue that members are encouraged to cultivate in their own lives. Queen Esther, the inspiring namesake of this pioneering chapter, really embodies the lesson of loyalty to family and friends, which is such a cornerstone of the Order's values. Each of the 5 points of the star, along with their vibrant colors, heroines, and virtues, beautifully illustrates the foundation of the Order's teachings. For instance, Ada, represented by the calming color blue, teaches us all about staying true to our convictions, no matter the pressure. Then there's Ruth, shining in yellow, who exemplifies the virtue of obedience to the principles of honor and justice. She is all about doing the right thing. Esther's point, glowing white, symbolizes loyalty, which we can all appreciate. Martha, in green, inspires unwavering faith and trust in God, even when life gets tough. Lastly, Electa, with her fiery red, embodies the virtues of charity and hospitality, reminding us to always open our hearts to others. In alignment with the principles of all OES chapters, Queen Esther, Chapter No. 1 was established as, and continues to function as, a service-oriented and charitable organization. Its foundational purpose is to be a force for good in the world, uplifting the community through tangible acts of kindness and support. The members are all in when it comes to their mission of kindness. They're not just about giving aid to those in need. They also offer educational scholarships to bright, deserving students who really want to make a difference. Plus, they support a bunch of charitable causes, from local food banks to youth programs. This hands-on commitment to service really brings the Order's values to life, showing how compassion can truly uplift our community. Isn't that amazing? Through their collective efforts, the members of Queen Esther, Chapter No. 1, have worked tirelessly to improve the lives of others. They're really living out the lessons of fidelity, honor, loyalty, faith, and charity every single day. Just think about it. Through community projects, they're not just ticking boxes. They're genuinely changing lives. It's like they're building a legacy that's all about making a real impact, and that's something truly special, right? Just think about it. Through their outreach programs, they're not just helping out, they're really transforming lives. You can see how the Order's principles, like compassion and teamwork, can ignite genuine change in the community. It's super inspiring, don't you think? If you're loving this journey with us, go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe to keep up with all the amazing stories.